Hello, what's up people, and welcome back to the zone. Hope you all are well. And this is my 10th video on my YouTube channel, and for that I'm a little bit happy about it. And well, from the very start my channel hasn't been increasing perfectly. This is a little bit awkward, but this is actually the truth. When I started my channel I told many people to subscribe, but unfortunately they have unsubscribed right after I passed 30 subscribers. Well, I don't know the reason why, but actually subscribing doesn't actually cost you. It's actually free, and you don't have to search for a channel, for the same channel you unsubscribe, to see for updates, because when you subscribe you can automatically get notified if the channel uploads any video. And for that, to the ones who have unsubscribed, please subscribe to me, and it's just a simple help from you to me, and I'm thankful about it. To the ones who have subscribed, thanks to you all, and I hope you all share my channel to others so that they can subscribe me too. Thank you for your time, and let me tell you about the video. Well, today's video is about a science kit. Well, let me tell you the behind story as well. Well, when I was at 4th grade at our school, a science kit company sent a team to our school to represent their science kits and for advertisement. Well, they showed many experiments and what we can do with their science kits, and I knew most of the experiments, so I told everyone that what will happen before they did the science experiments. And for that they gave me a science kit and another science kit and another science kit and finally another science kit. That means 4 science kits, and I'm happy about they giving me these science kits. And the science kits are known as Biggan-Baksho. In English it means science boxes. And well, they have different subjective science kits, like they have about light, about electricity, about sound, about chemistry, about measurements and others. Well, let me tell you their English versions. The light one means spark of light in English, but in Bengali it means Alor Jholok, and it's a stupid name, I know, but their English version means color of light. The electric one means rampage of electricity, which is also a little bit stupid, and in Bengali it means Torit Tandob. And their English version is known as, well, I forgot. I'm just gonna put the picture here. And the chemistry one means mystery of chemistry. It's a little bit catchy name and cool. And this means the Bengali version means Roshayan Rohosho, and their English version is also called by the name Mystery of Chemistry. And the final one, which is known as the Adbhut Mapjok, means, well, mysterious measurements in English, but their English version is called Fun of Measurements. I'm gonna put the picture over here, and the other two I'm not gonna talk about because I don't got them. And what we're gonna do with the science kits is we're gonna experiment with them. I'm gonna show you all the experiments, what we can do with the science kits, what we get inside them, and well, most precisely this is it. And the one we're gonna show the experiments about is this one, which is the rampage of electricity. Don't mind this, the rampage of electricity, the one with the electric stuff. And so let's go.
Let's take our box and let's open it up, and here you can see it's 20 exciting experiments, and well, this is pretty much it. And on the behind we can see what we can do on the box. And let's open it up, and here at the first look we get the manual book. This is our manual, and everything is written on here what to do. And this is a DVD player which we can play to see the experiments live. Then we have a storybook of the adventure of Rubik's Cube and Aroni, and you can read it, it doesn't actually matter. And let's see what we got in here. So some parts are missing, so don't mind about it. So at first of all we get 2 1.5 volt batteries. Then we got a ring magnet, a copper coil, the copper nails and aluminum nails. We got a capacitor, a buzzer, a battery casing, some push pins, 2 push pins. Then we get a 3 volt DC motor, and then we get a propeller. We get plastic wood as well. We get some crocodile clips. We get a wire without copper coating and a wire with copper coating. Let's put this aside and let's see what we got in the top part. So here we have balloons, we have an LDR, string, thermistor, there should be a resistor. There are the resistors. We can get 4 LEDs, we get James clip, we get cardboard, and there should be a push switch over there, and I used it on another project. And finally we get 2 Jenner diodes over here. So let's put these aside and let's do experiments. So let's do our very first experiment, which is one of the most common experiments that we do in our everyday life. So this experiment is known as magnetic comb. So what will happen here is that when we're gonna scratch our comb on our hair, our comb will take some of electrons from our hair and then it will become negative. So when we're gonna put it on top of, you know, bunch of papers like these, then what will happen here is that it'll create a magnetic field because of the electrons and the neutrons. And now as you can see, nothing is working because I didn't scratch it yet. So I've scratched it, and as you can see, it started to attract to our comb, and well, there you go. Now let's do our second experiment, and it's actually the same explanation of the first one. So to do this, we're just gonna need a balloon, our hair, and a path of water like this way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scratch the balloon on our head, and as you can see, there's a path. And now after scratching, as you can see, I'm holding my balloon next to the water path, and it started to bend. And if I show you closer, then you can see again it starts to bend. Now let's do our third experiment, and this is actually a little bit magical because this is how we can like glue a balloon up with our hand. So let's get doing it, and it has the same explanation as the one before and the first one. So we have a small balloon, and heavier and big balloons won't work in this project. As you can see, it's not gluing up with my hand, and if I scratch it on my hair, and now as you can see, it starts to stick with my hand, and this is it. Now let's do our fourth experiment, and on this experiment we're gonna make a switch which is homemade. So switch is one connection and another connection and switches them together. That's what is switches only work. So to make it, it's simple, and to do it we're gonna take 2 push pins, one green and one, well, you know, red or whatever you want the color to be. So let's just poke a hole, and over here this is gonna be one connection of our switch, and the other connection will be our red. But before that, we're gonna need a James clip, because to connect them together from a, well, you know, certain distance, we need you know, something like a James clip that long. So let's just poke it in, and so when we're gonna, you know, connect the James clip with the other pin, it's gonna be on, off. Now on our fifth experiment and sixth experiment, it's actually the same. It's just testing our homemade switch, that does it work or doesn't work. So it's just well, swapping with an LED and with a buzzer. So let's put these aside, and let's take our switch, battery casing, LED, crocodile clip, and a buzzer. So these are what we need. So let's take our clips off, and let's insert our 2 batteries on our battery casing. After that, let's connect our buzzer with the positive terminal, and on the negative terminal. This is how we're proving that both of our LED and buzzer are working. As you can see, both are working right now. So let's make it happen. So let's take our switch, and I told you one connection goes with the red, and we're using the positive connection with our red pin. And after that, we're gonna take the crocodile clip, and then we're gonna clip it with the green connection pin, and this is going to be another connection. And then after that, we're gonna connect our you know, that crocodile clip's other clip to our LED bulbs positive, and then finally let's connect the other line to the and now it's a total circuit. Now if I try to like connect the James click with our green pin, as you can see it turns on. There we go. So for the next experiment, I told you it's the same, so and I'm just gonna swap it with a buzzer, and let's connect it the way it was, the positive and negative. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to connect our James clip together, and as you can see it's buzzing when I'm connecting them together, and this proves that our switch works. There we go. Time for our 7th experiment, which is on making a homemade fan. It's one of the most simplest projects ever. So to do this, we're just gonna need a motor, a propeller, and a battery. So we're just gonna put the motor with the propeller, and after that we're just gonna connect the two terminals of the battery with the two lines of our motor. And as you can see, it starts to spin, but it's spinning the other side. The air is going on the underside, so just swap the connection and then you'll see the air coming on the front side. There we go. This is our homemade fan. So let's do our 8th experiment, and on our 8th experiment it's nothing but understanding. So to do this, we're just gonna need a battery, a motor, a buzzer, and a crocodile clip. So we're just gonna connect one terminal of the battery to our motor, and then we're gonna connect one terminal of the battery to our buzzer, and then finally we're just gonna connect the two terminals of the buzzer and the motor together using this crocodile clip, and like so. And in this situation you may think both are gonna work, but only the buzzer works here because the buzzer can take the enough charge or the power to run itself, but unfortunately the motor can't, because it's a powerful and a heavy device that cannot take the enough power from our battery. So this is pretty much it. There's nothing to say anymore. So our 9th experiment here is nothing but understanding as well, because this is a test on which molecules current can go through. Like current can go through aluminum and copper and other things. So to test it, let's just take a battery, a crocodile clip, an LED, and an aluminum, and a copper nail. So at first of all, let's connect one terminal of the battery to our LED, and the other terminal should be connected to a crocodile clip, and let's connect the crocodile clip's other port to our copper nail. So now if I connect this, it'll be a total circuit. So let's just connect it up, and as you can see our LED it starts to blink, and this proves that current can go through copper. So now let's test it with aluminum, and these kind of aluminum can also let current go through it. So these two are able to let current go through. Now let's test it with plastic. And as you can see, it's not blinking. Our LED is still the way off because plastic cannot drive current from one side to other side. So this proves that these kind of things can make current go through them. And comment on the video if you tried other things. This is pretty much it on our part 1, and I'm saying this because this video has gone too long than I thought it would be, and for that stay tuned for part 2. And I know it's not that much good on our part 1, but I'll try my best on part 2. Thank you, and well, subscribe to our channel.